anything but that! Oh, sorry. It's the Guy, Sharyn and Clint podcast.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint.
Hello there, you sexy beast. Welcome along to Guy, Sharyn and Clint show.
Don't do that professional radio crap.
Although today...
Sharyn just said to me, "You ready to go, asshole?" I am ready to go, thank you very much. It's the Guy and Sharyn radio show. The more you listen, the less you know. Oh, let's get stupid.
Do you know you also could have rhymed it with a-hole? And it would have been really...
Hey, let's not get bogged down in the negatives. Clint's not here, so we're gonna kick the show off on a positive note.
We're gonna have heaps of fun.
We want to hear your nominations for GC of the weekend. Call us in 0800 The Edge or text into 3343. Make them good, and we might give you a prize. Can I nominate right now off the bat, or do you have one?
No, I've got one as well, but you can go.
Oh, I was going to nominate off the bat the dude who came forward as the Dirty Politics leaker on the internet, and he's been tweeting tweets like he's Batman, because he's running from the police now, and he tweets things like, "I've been living in the dark so long, I've forgotten what the light is." He also tweets things like, "They hunt for me alone, let them come."
Oh, God.
Rorschach, he's my GC of the Week nominee. I would like to nominate my cat for waking me up this morning and licking my face. It was the cutest thing in the world.
Oh, it's like being licked by wet sandpaper.
It actually does kind of hurt. You hate cats, though. 0800 The Edge, if you've got a better nomination than my cat, because that's where we're at the moment. You could win a prize if you can nominate a GC of the Week. Shaz Dog, you got one?
Yeah, I want to nominate my friend Matt, who took me to Lord on Saturday night. It was a great show, and I appreciated being taken along. So, Matt, you're my GC of the Week.
Shout out to Matt.
Let's hit the phones.
Charles, who would you like to nominate for GC of the weekend?
I would like to nominate myself.
Oh!
A self-nomination. That's cocky.
Yeah, I'm being maverick about it, mate.
Ah.
He's loose. He's a loose cannon.
Yeah, you are. All right, Charles, why are you nominating yourself for GC of the weekend?
Because I moved all the furniture out of my mum's house, properly cleaned her carpet with a rug doctor, and put it all back in a matter of about 30 hours.
Wow. Okay, do you know what? That is actually a fair enough nomination. That is so nice of you. Did your mum give you some cookies and milk after?
No, the good thing is she's actually on holiday at the moment, going for a cruise around New Zealand.
Wow.
Man, you're a GC.
You
That's
really
definitely
are.
a top nomination. Good effort, Charles.
Thank you. Can I make a shout out?
Of course you can. Who to?
I would like to make a shout out. I'd like to make a shout out to you, Guy Williams, because you're awesome.
Oh,
What am I, a salmon? Like, where the hell's my shout out? This is BS. I should be getting a shout out. I was the one that let him get a shout out.
that almost backfired in my face, because I didn't want anyone to do a shout out. I said we didn't do shout outs. Turns out the shout out was for me. I changed my case completely. Lauren, who would you like to nominate for GC of the Week?
I'd like to nominate my friend Michaela. Unfortunately, last week she lost her younger sister, and she's been so strong, held the whole family together, and I think she's a good bitch for what she's done.
Oh, kia kaha. Good effort.
That is really amazing. Hey, hold the line and we'll hook you up a prize for Michaela, okay?
Thank you so much.
And give her a big hug from all three of us, like a three-way big sandwich hug.
Livy, who would you like to nominate for GC of the Week?
I'd like to nominate my brother Tim.
What did Tim do?
Tim came round to my house on Sunday and mowed my lawns and helped me move my dog kennel and wash my dog and played soccer with my son and chopped up wood with us and did so much stuff.
See,
it was crazy.
I feel like I lucked out with sisters. I mean, my sisters are great and everything, but they can't come round. Actually, Megan probably could.
Sharyn.
But I don't have anyone that can come round and fix my stuff.
Sharon, this is supposed to be
I know, right?
Sharon, this is supposed to be a feel-good story and segment, and you're just throwing your sisters under the bus.
No, but I just wonder, Libby, would it be all right if I shared your brother and he came and helped me out with a few man jobs?
There is definitely enough Tim to go around. I think I can do it.
Yes! All right, Tim, come to my house. I need a picture hung up.
Brenda, take us home. Who would you like to nominate? Final nomination for GC of the weekend. Brenda?
Oh, hello.
Oh, Brenda.
Who would you like to nominate?
I would like to nominate my mother-in-law, Donna.
Okay.
Oh, what did Donna do?
Well, she's taken me and my family in
after we've been going through tough times, and she has a massive surgery tomorrow.
Whoa!
Oh wow, that is so nice of her.
Do you know what I've learnt from this whole segment is A, how awesome people in New Zealand are, and B, what a terrible douchebag I am, and how I've got to be a better person. I've got to go out to starting today. I'm going to go out and help some people, so maybe I can get nominated next week.
Okay, well, good luck.
I've got to try harder, work harder at being a better person.
Thanks so much for your call, Brenda, and I wish your mother-in-law all the best for your operation tomorrow from us.
Will do. Thank you.
No worries.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I don't even know what that little girl said in the background, but she sounded pretty
She was adorable.
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint on the edge.
You're with Guy and Sharyn. No Clint today. He's still over at the Bacardi Triangle in Bermuda. So he hasn't died at this stage. We've seen his photos on Instagram. If you want to see what he's doing, just look up Clintstagram on Instagram.
And if you don't want to see what he's doing, then just ignore Clintstagram because he's rubbing his awesome holiday in my face. I often feel like Instagram is just a long list of short brags.
Well, yeah.
Like it's like, look at this food I'm eating. Look at this holiday I'm on. Look at this bikini I'm wearing. Look how good I am at the gym.
That is pretty much what all social media is. It's like a way to show that you've got a real cool life, and it's, it makes you feel better about yourself because your life's not actually that amazing, but you like people to think it is.
You Instagrammed some gold from Lorde concert on Saturday night in Auckland. How was that, Shaz Dog?
Her voice was really, really impressive. It was nearly sold out, and she was really overwhelmed with the fact that she was playing in her hometown and playing at Vector Arena, and she said at one point that she felt like crying because she was so happy.
What New Zealand musicians have done Vector? Like, think about it. Fly the Conchords, her.
Does Sole Mio do that?
Sole Mio.
Yeah. I think that's
about it, eh? It's unbelievable.
Apart from people that have done like Vodafone New Zealand Music Awards. But
she's 17.
No one there for a tour, but she was so impressive, and she did this really cool cover of the Naked and Famous Young Blood.
Oh, cool.
And she did a really cool Kanye cover, and she did a cover of another song.
What'd she cover from Kanye?
Flashing Lights.
Amazing.
Flashing
Lights.
Yeah, and then she just had a really awesome set list, and it was kind of showing her journey from New Zealand to where she is at now, and she had this like really cool imagery that she'd made in all her favourite places in Auckland, including like if you live in Auckland, that tunnel that goes out to the shore. That's kind of just new. She had like visions of that and like her favourite bridge and all that sort of stuff. It was quite cool.
What's your favourite bridge? More bridge chat.
It was this thing.
What?
It was like some jetty like out in Devonport that she goes.
A jetty? Well, that doesn't even count as a bridge, mate. I'm
it's
disqualifying Lorde from the bridge competition.
It's a bridge that you drive off.
Here's my Wait, that got dark real quick. Okay, so here's my question. Because I didn't go. Did she do the one where she's like? Because I just wanted to heckle her. I just wanted to be like, don't you think that it's boring how people talk? And I just wanted to be like, yes! In the background somewhere. I don't think it's boring, Lorde. Did you do that one?
She did do that song, but nobody did that. But you know, it's funny you said that because I thought you were there.
Yeah.
I was like sitting with my friend Lee, and then I heard this person in front of me go, "Oh my God, is that Guy Williams?" And I looked over and I was like, "Oh no, I don't want to hang out with Guy on out of work."
What?
And I looked across the arena, and there was this guy in like an American flag T-shirt.
That sounds like me.
He was doing all these like crazy dance moves.
Sounds
basically
like me.
just trying to get the entire arena to dance and for the entire arena to look at him.
Yeah.
And everyone thought it was you. And then I looked at it and I was like, hang on. I was like, no, that's not Guy. I mean, he does like to be centre of attention, and he probably would be. Probably would be that guy that was like, hell no, Lorde, I'm on a TV show and a radio show.
Trying to upstage Lorde, eh? That would be a new low in my life.
No, but it was a really, really good show. And if you went along on Saturday night, I hope you enjoyed it. Or if you went along throughout New Zealand, it was very amazing.
Is that the end of her New Zealand tour now?
Yeah, it was the end. She said it was the last time that she would be doing the Pure Heroine tour.
She's like, it was the last time I ever come back to this crappy country, that's for sure. I'm Lorde out, and she just flies away.
She was awesome. And if
wings.
you want to see all the photos, Cooge has taken the most beautiful pictures, and you can see them online, theedge.co.nz.
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint on the edge.
One of my favourite hip-hop songs of all time is Lupe Fiasco, The Show Goes On. Why? Because he name drops Auckland, the city I live in. Amazing. He's like, from Oakland out to Auckland. And as soon as he says that, I'm like, that's where I live. That is awesome. And that's when I developed my theory that a lot of rappers might not come to New Zealand like Kanye West because they don't see New Zealand's excellent hip-hop potential, right? He can't cancel his gig, but he didn't know that if he comes to Auckland, he can write sick-as Auckland-based raps like Auckland out to Oakland and stuff like that. And that made me decide that I need to get a hashtag going on Twitter last night, hashtag NZRaps, where we work on some New Zealand-based hip-hop lyrics. For example, I'm sipping on Patron, hanging in Patoni. Okay, that doesn't quite work.
That doesn't quite work.
That was better on paper.
Unless you called it Patroni.
What about this one? Your rhymes are rotten, like 80s discos. Gonna get them half price at a sale at Briscoe's. That's not too bad. I'm getting better, right? I'm getting better.
We got Ella on 0800 The Edge. Ella, what's your contribution to NZ Raps?
Chucking on the flip-flops while getting Kai for the cuzzies.
Oh, that'll work.
I'm rocking this hip-hop, chuck on some flip-flops. White guys should never rap, eh?
No, well, just maybe not you. There's plenty of white guys that can rap.
What about she eats kale that she bought from the markets in Avondale?
What about, I've got a Nelson-based one. Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
I'm nervous when you talk about Nelson, yeah.
Hanging out with my girl Valerie down at South Street Gallery.
Always trying to plug South Street Gallery pottery.
Get a $1.
You're typical. Zindi, what's your New Zealand rap?
Oh, don't you do it like right now, live?
Yeah, mate, it's your time.
Oh, wow, okay. It's on the spot. It's like, you know that Run DMC song? It's tricky.
Yeah, it's tricky to rock around and rock. Yep.
Can you sing it? And then I'll sing the end of it then. I just add it on.
Okay. It's tricky to rock around to rock around.
It's tricky.
Hickey.
Okay. You need to do it again because we stuffed up the lyrics. So you just do the whole thing.
Oh, no, but I'll stuff it up too.
No.
That's what I thought you guys should do it.
We believe in you, Cindy. Like, come on, give it everything.
Okay, all right. You want to do it together?
Yeah, go, girl.
Okay, all right. It's tricky to rock around to rock around to rock around.
It's tricky.
Okay.
Did I stuff that up? Oh, we're too white.
I like that.
Anna, what's your New Zealand rap?
Anna.
Hello,
what's yours?
My flow is as smooth as silk. I'm so ballin' I can hook all yous up with some Whittaker's chocolate milk.
Oh, that was sick.
Oh, God.
The whole crowd is rocking. We've got to give her a prize. Chan, give her some sort of prize. That was off the hook. Hayley, have you got one? You can surely do better than me anyway. Have you got any sick-as New Zealand raps?
I put, going to the pub, gonna have me some handles, wearing my favourite singlet and my best sandals.
Oh, shit. So New Zealand. Only in New Zealand would you write a rap about going to get a hand away. Way better than sipping on Patron.
Yeah, well, I would be rapping about having some spats with my sweat-ass mutts.
What about this one from the text machine? From Herne Bay to Linmore to the RTDs, run down my ball. All right, that's a bit R18. Sorry about that one. Should we move on? I didn't see that one going dark.
Oh, that was very, very dark.
And then, Hayley, your raps were off the hook, man.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. On the edge.
Okay, so I just read about the most genius way of charity fundraising at a school I've ever heard of.
Cheese rolls every time.
No, because, well, what do you mean cheese rolls?
Cheese rolls.
You phased me already.
You make cheese rolls.
No.
That's what we used to do in the South Island. You made cheese rolls and you sold them and you made heaps of money because everybody likes cheese rolls.
That's actually a really good idea because you get something back for your money as well. Mm-hmm. We used to do, at school, we used to do mufti days and everyone would wear clothes that weren't school uniform and you'd get money. And I remember one douchebag in my math class, he came to school in school uniform, didn't pay the money to charity, and then as soon as the mufti day collectors had left, got changed into casual clothes.
Oh.
What a massive munter. I bet that guy went on to have an awesome life, eh? Anyway, this is going to blow your mind. This is such a good strategy. Some kids in Illinois, in America, they wanted to raise some money for homelessness, and they set themselves a goal of getting $1,000 from quite a small school. Instead of doing like a coin trail or a mufti day, what they did is they held the school ransom. They promised to play Justin Bieber Baby during every break, during all through school lunch hour, all through the change of classes, all through after school and before school, playing the song on repeat, and they held the school hostage until the school stumped up $1,000 to pay for homelessness. They would play the song. They estimated that the blackmail would take a week, It took 3 days for the school to stump up $1,000.
I would go insane.
That's so funny, though. That's such a good plan.
It is
I
very,
think
very
schools around
clever.
New Zealand should do it. I think it's clever.
I reckon that a teacher came up with that and this really didn't like her class and was like, you know what? You guys talk to me every day, so we're going to do it to you now.
To those kids in Illinois, I take my hat off to you. You are geniuses.
If you're doing some fundraising, could be an idea for you.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. On the edge.
Last week, Lotto's jackpot was at $10 million, and we gave you the chance to have some of that winning feeling with the Lotto Powerball on the weekend. So what you had to do is you had to go on theedge.co.nz, guess what the Powerball number was going to be.
9.
And no, it wasn't 9. And then we would pick one person who guessed correctly and
7.
then times it by 1,000. So if it had been 9 or 7,
3.
you would have won $9,000 or $7,000.
8.
No, it wasn't that
2.
one. No, the number was 6.
I was just going to guess 6. Oh, you ruined it for me.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to call someone who is going to win $6,000, all thanks to Lotto's Powerball. So here we go.
If I won $6,000 on a work day, I would just leave work straight away. And then I'd probably come back because I'm scared of our boss. I don't want to get in trouble.
I'd go and buy a brand new car, like straight away. Hello, is this Ruth?
It is Ruth.
Ruth, it is Guy and Sharyn calling from the Edge radio station. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Well, not as good as it you're going to be, babe, because you guessed the correct Powerball number on the edge.co.nz and you have won $6,000.
Hey!
Yes.
Are you actually serious?
Yes, $6,000, Ruth.
You're kidding me right now.
No, I would never kid about that sort of thing.
$6,000.
What is the first thing that you want to spend it on, Ruth?
Well, I'm going to America, so that.
Looks like you're going shopping, Ruth. Hold the line, we'll get all your details and we'll hook you up with that $6,000 from Lotto Powerball. Thank you so much. And Powerball wasn't struck in the weekend, so it's jackpotted again. It's now up to a massive $12 million. So if there's one thing you do this week, it is get your Lotto Powerball ticket.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. On the bloody edge.
We are sharing worst dance floor disasters. Sharon's been complaining because she has a back injury at the moment because she was rocking out too hard at Lord.
You know, I wasn't at Lord.
Where were you?
Let me tell my own story, Matt. Let me tell my own story. Saturday night, had been at Lord. Then we decided to go dancing. There was a sick hip-hop DJ at a bar in Auckland that my friends and I went to. And we were really, really getting into it. And I've got this gag where when I've had a few too many, I try and do the most awkward dances of all time to make people feel uncomfortable. And I was succeeding so much that a whole lot of people sat down and they were just like, what is this girl on?
I was tearing it up so hard that everyone else had to sit down and watch me because I was so awesome.
So my friend Matt and I start having this dance battle, and then I was like, Sharyn, why don't you just kill it right now? And so I slapped my arms to my side, locked my knees together, I bent my knees and I jumped in the air and I wiggled around like a salmon that had just been caught on a fishing rod.
Classic move, the slippery salmon.
It is so good. And then my friend Matt was like, what was that? And I was like, that was the salmon. And then him and I aggressively jumped up and down doing the salmon. And the next day I woke up and I was like, oh my God. My back is so sore. I could barely get out of bed. I had to lie on my back all day. Was worried I wasn't going to be able to work today. And then my friend Matt texted me and he said, I put my back out doing the salmon as well yesterday. That's how aggressively the salmon was getting busted out.
Hey, everyone, if you're out there, make sure you do safe salmoning at all times. It is a very dangerous dance move.
Just do it in some sensible footwear. Don't do it in like flat sneakers like what I was doing. That was a bad idea.
What else do you think people have from around New Zealand have calls? We should go to the phone lines. What was your worst dance floor disaster?
I was picking out my dance moves one night on the floor. I had a few, so I wasn't in the best state, but I thought I was dancing pretty awesome. And next minute I took the meanest slide and went flopping over in some big slop that was there and stood up and realised there was a whole lot of vomit all down my back and in my hair.
Oh.
That is so, and that's like an instant go home as well, and you can't even get rid of it when you're still at the pub or the club.
Okay, Tina.
Yeah?
3 guesses for the location of this dance floor disaster. First guess, West Auckland.
No.
Second guess, North Shore of Auckland.
No.
Third guess, Hamilton.
No.
Damn it, where was it?
Upper Hutt.
That would have probably been his next guess. Oh, just look out for the spew next time, Tina. Laura, what was your dance floor disaster?
I was on the dance floor in Float. That's how long ago this was.
Oh, God.
And some girl stood on my foot, and I was like, oh, that's a bit sore. So I went off to the bathroom to check it out, and I had a stiletto-shaped hole in the top of my foot.
Oh!
An actual hole.
Did you have to get stitches or, like, go to the hospital or anything?
I just kind of, I guess, alcohol was involved, so I just took it off.
Just chucked some tequila in the hole and carried on.
Put a toilet paper to pad it up, and then rocked on.
This is exactly why I always say girls should just wear sneakers and forget their stilettos.
Tried to do a Michael Jackson maneuver where you do like a real tight leg kick, which I can execute to perfection.
Yeah.
On this night, I ripped my pants clean in half.
Oh my God.
Had to take them off. Tried to get to the strip club part of the stag do in my boxers. Wasn't allowed in. Had to go home on the bus.
And it wasn't because of your boxers, it was because you're always there.
Jackie, what was your dance floor disaster?
I was at the Foundry in Christchurch, and it was when Savage was playing. I was really excited about swing, as everyone else was. I got up to get a drink, and I got a red wine, and then I went back to the dance floor, and it came on, and I was really excited, so I was kind of heading towards the front. And then I slipped in someone else's drink and kind of tried to save my wine, but then I just kind of went flat onto the ground, but tried to avoid my nose and mouth, so put my head up and landed on my chin. And just opened the skin right up on my chin, and I thought I was okay, so I got up and kept dancing, and then my friend who was sober driving was like, Jackie, we've got to take you to the A&E, you've got to get stitches, and yeah, and so I ended up with 5 stitches on my chin, and luckily no broken teeth or anything. And then 3 months later, I was in Canberra in Australia, and the exact same thing happened, and I opened it right up again.
God. Jackie, when you first started the story, I thought that you were going to say that you were at that show when the stage
collapsed.
broke, and that you were the person under the stage
no,
and
that
Savage
was that
fell on
day.
you. Ooh,
That was that show.
Same show.
What a show.
Yeah, same show.
The stage collapsed and you got stitches. Sounds like a great night at the Foundry.
Legendary. Justin, take us home, mate. What was your worst ever dance floor disaster?
Hi, this is his girlfriend. It wasn't him, it was me.
Oh, no. Okay, so he was going to dob you in, but now you're going to dob yourself in.
He was. I was getting out of the shower, and then he's like handing me the phone.
So
Tell me your story, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to.
Oh, tell us. We want to hear your story.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Okay, so I was at a party, and then I was drinking, and then I was dancing, and then someone called my name. I turned on my left leg, and it just dislocated. I thought it was a
floor.
I know. I thought it was a sprain, so all I done was sat down and kept drinking.
Oh,
So at what point did you realise that you dislocated your knee? Did it pop back in, or did you have to go get it put back in?
Oh, I popped it back in.
You are
What a ruthless chick.
You are so ruthless, girl.
That's
I could not have
ludicrous.
done that.
That's ridiculous. Hey, Sharyn, I hate to be a little bit of a dick about this, but what do we learn from this? Drink
Don't,
responsibly on the dance floor.
no, just like don't do
I was dancing fine.
exactly. It was just don't do aerial dance moves. I think is what we've learned.
Drink
here.
responsibly, guys.
Thank you so much for your call, and just make sure that you look at the floor before you leap into the air or dance or do anything.
And drink
really.
responsibly.
Yeah, you've said that 3 times, Dad.
Drink responsibly.
4 times, Dad. Just shut up.
Sharyn and Clint. Itch.
Did you dress up for Halloween?
No, I didn't. I dressed my dog up. She, because my friends Abby and Leon got
Dog abuse.
They got her a like Bali shirt. It's like a Hawaiian shirt, but it's like Bali patterns.
That's awesome.
And so I dressed her up as that, and she pretended that she worked in a resort.
I didn't dress up myself, but I did stalk out Peel's costumes. And I've made a list of some of my favourites because my brother went to a party on Saturday night as budget Harry Potter, which I thought was a genius idea, like going as a terrible something.
Yeah.
Like, for example, as opposed to having like a Hogwarts robe, he just had like a bathrobe.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to having a wand, he had like a McDonald's straw. As opposed to having glasses, he had some dirty dog sunglasses with the lenses popped out.
The worst.
And a scar on his forehead drawn on with a vivid.
Oh, right.
So that was like rock bottom. But I saw worse than that on the internet. Someone did budget Justin Timberlake. And what they'd done basically is they'd put on a turtleneck, got some see-through glasses and just taped onto their head a whole lot of uncooked 2-minute noodles to get that like yellow curvy hair look. I thought that was a good look.
That would have smelt so bad.
Okay, other favourite looks for Halloween, okay? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turbans, a bunch of Indian dudes who wear turbans who went as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles but with different coloured turbans on.
Yeah.
Awesome. Last year they went as the Tally Turbans, another good look. Another great look, and this I thought was genius. A couple went as Batman's parents. So this is so good because you know the most common costume, right? Batman.
Yes.
Every time you see a Batman, they would run up to them and die in front of them and put out fake blood. That's genius, I think.
That is really funny. I went as Run DMC's mum once. Basically because I couldn't think of anything else in the 80s and I had an Adidas tracksuit, so I just wore that and went and breakdanced.
I could go as Run DMC's creepy uncle, eh? Favorite celeb costume? Iggy Azalea, after all that crap she got from Snoop Dogg because he was being a D-bag about her looking like a white chicks girl, she went as White Chicks and it was amazing. She nailed it.
She didn't even really have to look that different. She just wore the costume from her fancy video.
I thought it was good because it showed that she could laugh at herself. And her boyfriend Nick Young, the basketball player, he went as Rick James from Chappelle's Show and he was awesome as well.
I really liked Beyonce. She went as Janet Jackson and her daughter Blue Ivy went as Michael Jackson, which was really cute. And
That's
I really
so funny.
liked Chris Brown and his girlfriend Karrueche went as Sandy and Danny from Grease, and they looked so cute.
That's
it was awesome.
Very cute for someone who, every time you say Chris Brown, I got to say it, and I just hope he didn't hit anyone.
No, he didn't. Of course, he hasn't hit anyone for 5 years. But I am actually quite angry about Halloween because I was like, trick or treaters are going to be coming. I don't live in an apartment anymore. Better be prepared. Made a special trip. Spent $30 on candy because I didn't want to be stingy.
Yeah.
Not one freaking trick or treater came to my house.
Me too. I lived down a
Not
long drive.
one.
But great, I ate 10,000 mini Snickers by myself. Living to vida loca.
I threw all mine out because otherwise I would have had to be rolled in here today.
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint.
On the edge.
Chang, who the hell let you into the studio?
I came out of my cage for a little bit.
Well, you're only allowed out of the cage for water and going to the bathroom.
Yes,
So
and food.
And to whinge about things that have happened that you really like.
No, I'm not going to whinge. I'm going to praise the Consumer Council on this.
Chang's here. It's time for a Chang story, bro.
Why are you giving him the Sharon Schoolyard Story song?
Oh, sorry, because I can only write one jingle.
It's Chang Story, bro.
You know salesmen who knock on your door?
Yeah.
I love how when you did that, people didn't know what knocking was, and so you're like, carry on.
The Consumer Council has come up with a sticker that you can post in your front door, and they are not allowed to knock on your door. Please do not knock on the door.
Mate.
What happens if somebody just comes to visit me? And it says, please do not knock.
Yeah,
and
no,
then
it
they get
says
scared.
salesman. Like
Okay.
people selling stuff.
If it says salesman and then a saleswoman comes up.
Oh, God.
So
Stop making it so complicated.
Well, let me give you a scenario. I'm a Jehovah's Witness, dressed in my best
No
black
go zone.
pants,
Don't even bother knocking.
white shirt.
Yeah.
I'm not a salesman. I'm a religious ambassador.
No, but you're trying to sell something.
I'm the fingers of Jesus coming to bless you.
Did you say the fingers of Jesus?
I'm
Oh my
empowered by the Spirit of God and Jehovah, and I'm coming to your door. How's a little pussy sticker going to stop me from spreading the word of love?
Hang on 1 second. Is Jehovah Jesus? Who's Jehovah?
God.
Okay.
It's all roughly. I don't. Hey,
How
look,
many people are we offending on this voice
to
break?
do this?
I'm just asking a question.
How many Jehovah's Witness listeners do you think we have? And if we have them, welcome along. Hi, day, my. But we can at the same time take the piss out of them a little bit. Can we not?
We take the piss out of everybody else.
Yeah, I think it's only rightly said.
For the record, I wasn't taking the piss. I was genuinely asking a question of who Jehovah was.
Yeah.
And I also want to know, does he have sick abs like Jesus?
Chang, can you answer this question?
I do not know because I'm not
Chang,
one of them.
Can you,
Because
Chang?
he just sits at home with his cat that has the arm that waves all the
That's
time.
a racist comment. Right there.
No, that's honest. It's what you do. I've been to your
Unfortunately,
house.
yeah, the one that it doesn't wave at home.
So Chang.
Let's just get out of here before we get more beer.
Nah. Chang, we're not going to need beer says. This is lovely.
No.
Chang, can you answer the question?
Yeah.
Will the sticker stop Jehovah's Witnesses
Well,
from coming to your door?
in a way, they're not selling a product, but they're selling a religion.
Yeah.
So obviously they can't come in.
No, but I reckon that's not going to stop them, though.
Well, then you have the right to go to the Consumer Council again and complain on them.
Do you know what you
Wouldn't
do?
I be a cool guy?
Do you know what...
Consumer Council, the Jehovah's Witness are coming around to my house and trying to be nice to me and spread the word of the Lord.
Do you know what you need to do? Is just open the door and go, nah, and then shut the door. That's what I do.
I wouldn't even bother opening the door.
I have to. I got a glass front door. So not only can I not run from my room to the laundry if I forget to get my underwear, I can't do a nude run anymore, and I can't hide from door knockers.
Sounds like Sharyn needs a new door. That's what we learned from this break.
Do you know, I actually asked for a new door for Christmas from my husband. He's like, what do you want for Christmas? I was like, a new door, please, so I can nude run, because sometimes I just need to run. Anywho, that's enough of my stories. We've got the new song from 660 coming up in about 10 minutes. Also, Scandal.
Great.
Apologies to everyone offended by this voice break.
Today's Guy, Sharyn and Clint podcast is brought to you by Grass. Perfect for gardens and sport. Get Grass today from your friendly Grass vendor.